my channel. Super excited to have you guys here, and thank you guys so much for subscribing. It is 16,000 viewers, which is absolutely insane, and I couldn't imagine having 16 subscribers. I remember when I started this channel and I only had 1 subscriber. So welcome to my garage. I know that I don't shoot very many videos any longer. I'm super busy. In order to have what I have, you got to work really hard. Real quick, just wanted to let you know, when you see this post, it's going to be like, you know, oh, you got this from your parents. No. I didn't have any of this from my parents. My parents were broke when they came in the world, and they were broke when they went out. So I just shot the video live, and I had deleted it on accident. So we're ready to roll again on it. So real quick, I'm going to show you guys the back of the garage here, and then I'll show you guys the front office, or maybe we'll go into the office real quick, and I'll show you guys that front office and kind of show you kind of what we do in our everyday life and to get to where we are today. So what you're going to see here is you got a Harley Davidson Ultra Glide. You also have a C5 Corvette, and then my Bentley Flying Spur in the back there. So the motorcycle has about, I think it's 3,500 miles on it. It's going up because I love driving that baby. The Vet has 37,000 or 38,000, almost 38,000 miles on it. And the Bentley has just under 30,000 miles on it. So we're super excited. I'm pumped up to have my dream cars here. They were only something that I had written down at one time, and now I have them, and I absolutely love them. So, and enjoy them a lot. But first, let's go into the office, and I will show you kind of where we get all of our work done. So come on in here. First, we have the bathroom. Why are you showing me the bathroom? Well, we love the rug. The rug is super cool. Everybody makes fun of me about it, but it's a $100 bill, which is pretty cool. So we have the bathroom. Over here, we have the office part. Let me go ahead and kind of put you guys in this realm here so you guys can see. We normally will turn on TV. We have Roku hooked up, so we can go up to our Roku, and we will watch our CNBC and making sure all of our stocks are doing good. Stocks have been doing well this year if you're in cryptocurrency. It was fantastic in the beginning of May-ish. It was fantastic. Loved it. So what happens in here? There's 4 desks. This one is Sarah's desk here. She does all of our in-home cleaning, so she takes care of all of our commercialized and buildings for cleaning and like inwardly. So if you have like housemaids and stuff like that, that's exactly what she does. Over here, this is my desk here. This is Cameron's desk here, which we'll spin you around so you guys can see Cameron and Jessica's desk. Here's Cameron and Jessica's desk over here. So let me back up. Cameron's desk. Cameron is one of our main techs. He is our team lead. He goes out and checks on the jobs, makes sure that everything's okay. He upsells the job when he's there. He does a very good job at that. We've been training him for a long time, and he's just caught on, and he's ready to go. So, super cool. Jessica is our executive account and sales manager. You'll see me looking off to the side because I have a sticky note with that big old long title on there for her. But that's her desk over here. She takes care. What does Jess do? She answers the phone. The phones ring like crazy here. We have a 2-line right now. We'll jump into a 3 to 4 line. I think it's going to be a 4-line. We just ordered a new phone system. We have a security system coming in. We do have cameras right now, but today, that's why I'm here a little early this morning, is we're getting a camera system put in. It's $12,000, but it will be able to read a credit card number from the camera, which is super cool, right? I mean, it's going to be awesome. So any kind of theft or any kind of accidents in the parking lot, we're going to have a camera out there. We'll have 3 in here. We'll have 5 in the back bay, 2 upstairs, 1 in the back there. How many is that? I can't remember the total, but the total bill is right around $5,000. Or $5,000. 12 grand for everything, including for them to put it up. However, that's a really good deal because the gentleman that has a space that he rents out in the back here, I'll show you guys this little spot. This buddy of mine, that's what he does. He put cameras in for schools and colleges and hotels and everything like that. And we got the best of the best cameras, and we got them at cost, plus the wiring and everything else. But everything all together is $12,000, which is a deal. Steal. So this is what the office looks like. There's a sales board behind us. I won't show you guys that. The sales this year is phenomenal. We love it. It's a huge board, but yeah, it's great. We love it. I'm so proud of them. Plus they do. Let's see real quick before we leave the office. This is the ball. I'll kind of tilt you over so you can see it just a little bit. So there's our ball right here. Our ball. What that ball does is everybody who ever worked for us, let's put the camera up, ever worked for us gets to sign that ball. So it lets everybody know that we're a team here, and that's what we do. How are we a team? What do? Well, you just show me all your cars. You take all of them. No. Guys, listen. Here in state of Michigan, it's 31 cents on every dollar that you get taxed, pretty much. So 31% taxes here in the state of Michigan. We pay workman's comp. We pay insurance. We pay insurance for our employees. We pay, I mean, it's astronomical. We have a weekly, our weekly payroll right now is just over 10 grand every single week, so it gets pretty expensive. Here's a nice little baby out here. This is the Mustang. Beautiful car, beautiful car, beautiful car. All right. Let me go ahead and swing you guys this way. We're going to go back through. Turn the light on. We have air conditioning here. There's no air conditioning back here, but there is a heat. This is a heated bay. So that heat it stays about all winter long 70, 74, 75 degrees in here, something like that. We've changed all of the upper lights here to LEDs. These are 5500 LEDs from Amazon. We purchased from there. You guys, there'll be like a little thing at the bottom about that. Over here real quick, this is where we do all of our shirt making. So if you guys are here from the shirt pressing, this is where our Cricut maker is right here. This is, if I roll this paper towel, maybe you guys might be able to see some more. This is our little tablet that we use all that. We plus play music with our press, and here's a lot of our vinyl here. We pretty much just print shirts now for our business. We don't do any shirts for any other businesses any longer. We used to, but now we don't do it. But here these are, and then we do the back of them. So it's nice that if an employee wants a t-shirt, boom, we can press it. Real quick, here is, let me pull you guys in here just for a second. Over here, and I don't know how much stuff is left, but if you look down, so here's all of our gear. So these are jackets for employees when they get hired in. This is a medium, this is ready to go, and it has all of our logo and everything on it. It's a jacket, it's fantastic for all of our new employees. We got several of those allowed. We got hoodies down there. We've got shirts here. These are all embroidered. We have these done from a company that's nearby, so we have those all embroidered. Hats, they're all embroidered. So all brand new for every employee. We have some other hats. They went quickly. Everybody loves that the bluish one, which if you have me on Facebook, you'll be able to see me on there. Trying to think what else. Let's go into the vehicles. This is my Ultra Glide. I absolutely love this baby. Well, I can start it up for you guys real quick.
Waiting to pair.
Let me unpair this. actually one of my favorite vehicles to ride. Every one of these ones have a different ride. Corvette has a different ride. The Bentley has a different ride. This is my C5 Corvette. Dinah. C5 Corvette. Oh, the bike is called Bland. If you guys can see that. Wait, hold on. This is Bland. The Vet is called, kicking the camera. It's kind of shaky, sorry. It's called Mr. Bland. Take a look back for just a second. And then the Bentley is called Go Bland. Got a couple work trucks out here. Go Bland. Work truck, another F-150's out. One of the guys took it home. Over here, here's the camera guy I was telling you about. He does all the camera stuff. He's got all of his wire and everything here. But we're gonna put one right here. Whoop, right there so we can see everything that's going on out here. So then we can start leaving more vehicles here because we have the employees take them home, which gets costly for us in gas. Take a look here. So this goes all the way up. There's storage up there. I have half the storage up there, and then the my camera guy, he does all that. But this system is gonna be awesome. There's gonna be several cameras in here and all that good jazz. Here's our window cleaning stuff in here. You're gonna see water under the tire. I had to give the Bentley a wash this morning. I brought it from home, and the 59 is just messed up completely right now. And so there's dirt everywhere. I had to get it washed. Toolbox for the employees. This is a vacuum. So I like to use these on dryer vent cleaning and then also on my cars. So we have a couple of these. These are blowers. Put a little battery in here. This is fantastic for your dryer or for gutter cleaning. We have a few of these. We have one on that truck, one on the other truck, one on the other truck, and then these two are for backup. We have another one of these vacuums here. We do those for driving. Here are those blue hats I was telling you about. Well, it's not so blue there. It's all bleached out, but you get the picture. Cameron loves them. Sarah's window cleaning belt. John's window cleaning belt. Blake's window cleaning belt's in here too. We have a tree trimmer. This is the tree trimmer up here from Milwaukee. It also does weed whacking, stuff like that too. We don't do weed whacking, but we do tree trimming. Here's all of our stain stuff. At the bottom, so we got our stain sprayers. We got one sprayer there, another sprayer here. We have our cleaning supplies for the office, not just our office here, but office cleaning and home cleaning, so that's all there. Signs up here. We got 6,000 signs up there yet to even put out. We get them every single month, which we just ordered a bunch of new. I don't know if I showed you this. This is work truck. To give you an idea. We got power washer, everything else. That one comes in the shop. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna talk with you guys real quick. Ladders for window cleaning. Grab my pop and let's go into the office. It's a little warm back here. All right, set it up here. All right, so you guys can see me. What's up? All right, so one of the things that I would like to say to you guys is that hard work, dedication, time management will get us here. a lot of people have a lot of negative things to say about just anybody. If they're doing good, they don't want to see them doing good. They say really mean things. This is a truck that I lived out of, starting this business. No college education. I didn't know how to start a business. I just wrote down, the very first thing I wrote down on my list was, I want to treat employees right. Treat employees right? You live out of a pickup truck and you want to hire somebody? You live in a pickup truck. You don't even have any money in your bank account hardly. I didn't even have hardly any money. Still wrote it down. Still had some big ambition and said, yes, I can do this. I got this. I can do it. And I proved everybody wrong, including family members, friends, people that I didn't know. Now they come up to me and they're like, hey, I seen you on TV ads. And I was like, yeah. And one of my biggest haters is a family member of mine. And they're like, hey, so I seen your commercial with little Liam, which is my son, in it. And I said, yeah, thanks so much. I appreciate it. And matter of fact, I can show you guys that commercial real quick. And when they said that they seen the commercial, I was like, great. And I think it was Steve Harvey that said that somebody seen him on TV, and he sends her a TV every single year to make sure she doesn't miss him. But let me do this. So it's kind of the same idea. I want to show them, hey, listen, see, if you would have just stuck with me. Go over. Just a little man and I. And if we go through, let me go. I saw what I don't have back there that I didn't tell you guys yet, but I also bought a boat this year. So I love it. It's fantastic. Give me just a second. It's on here somewhere. Well, anyways, the commercial is my son and I, and it's fabulous. Oh, you know, I could look it up. So I could look it up on Facebook. Let me tilt this away just in case the friends or family are on here and they don't want their kids to be seen. But let me just pull up Lancer. You can take a look at the motivational wall behind me here. Let me type in my bland services. Here we go. Perfect. Now you can see. Here. This is him and I doing the commercial. Commercial cost about $7,000 to make, and costs about $70,000 per year to run on TVs, because depending on what networks you put it on and stuff like that. Oh, right here it is.
Dirty house.
Yeah, they need to call Bland Services. Treat your house this year with the professionals at Bland Services, who will make your home sparkle and bring your curb appeal back. At Bland
Best part is my little man.
Gutter cleaning and window cleaning. Receive $10 off your next cleaning services by mentioning this ad. Give us a call for your free quote, 586-964-6191,
I love this part right here.
or visit on the web at
This makes me tear up. I always love it.
Services.
I've always wanted my son on there with me and enjoy the success with me. And he's doing every bit of that. You know, he gets to enjoy what Dad's doing, and he comes in. Look at the advertisement that we have. Well, not this, but the advertisement. That's some other.
Well, the first is
Not sure what happened there. To turn the soccer game on for a minute. All right, but look, I mean, all the ads that he's in with us, you know, It's just fantastic. Everything is in there with me. He's my pride and joy. I just love him so much. And I wouldn't be where I am today without him. I sure wouldn't be. You guys, this is a few years ago. Right here, look. This is 2 years ago. I was still in the field. Man, I'm looking at this, YouTube channel and where it was and where I am now, and I'm just very blessed. But it's a lot of hard work. I worked this week, and this week isn't over. I call week is Sunday. I'll be here until about 6:30 this evening, finishing up some quotes and paperwork and stuff like that. You say 6:30? Well, I'll take an hour break. I'll probably run up to Costco, grab some stuff for the office, stuff for the house, and then come back. But I probably right now. Let me look at my sketch or my clock in, clock out sheet. Let me see here. I have 92 and a half hours in. 92 and a half hours. And that's not including the rest of today till 6 o'clock. It's 9:41 a.m. on Saturday right now. So I'll be here for another 6 hours. So 92 and a half hours that I have in this week. But you know what? That all doesn't matter because at the end of the day, my employees, I am here before my first employee takes off at 6:30 in the morning. So I get here about 5 o'clock in the morning, and then he doesn't get back sometimes until 8:30. It's getting about 7 o'clock now because of the light and everything. But before it used to be 9:30, during summer months because it was so, you could just keep rocking and rolling. But then I want to be here when my last employee gets here. I don't want them to show up to an empty office and that's it. Now, do I enjoy my boat? You better freaking believe it. I enjoy my boat. I go out there. Sometimes I escape this office. I go down there that has a, it's like, to me, it's like this mini yacht. I love it. You can go down and it's got a bed down there. It's got 2 beds actually on the boat. It's got a bathroom in it, and that was like one of the main things. I have to have a bathroom on my boat. It's got air conditioning and heat, so I was down there in the air conditioning just recently. It was a little chilly, went out there. I popped up my laptop. I just grabbed my Apple, and I was out there and just cruising and just, not cruising, I was sitting on dock actually. So, and I was just sitting there, and while it was nice outside, get a little cold, I can go back down in the bay down there or the underneath cabin and just heat, warm up. But I only had the heater on one time. The rest of the time it's air conditioning on. I go down there if it got too hot. If I felt like I wanted to, it takes me 41 seconds to from the time I get my boat out, so not backing my boat out, but from 41 seconds once I get straight, once I back out of my boat slip and get going, I'm into the water in 41 seconds, 42 seconds. So that's pretty awesome. And that's trolling too, pretty slow through. So with no wake, obviously. But yeah, then I'm open to Lake St. Clair and it's just fabulous. I love it. So what do I want to say out of all this? And this is probably where my biggest smile comes from. You can hear like this laughter in my voice is like, to all your haters that hate you and tell you can't do it, use it to inspire yourself to be the best. And you can say, I'm going to be that one day. And they're going to see it. And they're going to be so pissed off because all they were doing was talking about it and not actually doing the work. All right? There's a lot of people that want to talk about what they're doing and not do it. So there was a turning point for me in my business is when I just let go of social media for a little while. I just had to let it go. I had to let YouTube go. And that's why you don't see me making a ton of videos on here. These are now just like success videos and just say, here where we are, this is what I'm doing, some shirt videos once in a while. I still get paid from YouTube, so it's kind of cool to have that paycheck come in from them. It's like free money, right? But the coolest part of it all is that what I wrote down came to light. I still want a Ferrari in 2 years. These are big goals. I want a helicopter. I want an airplane. I want a bigger boat. I want a big yacht, okay? I want like a 60-foot yacht. So what does all that mean? That means more stuff. But I also have big plans to have a barn dominium. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like a huge barn and it's a house. That's my goal. These are my goals. They're scaring the shit out of me. Okay, if your goals don't scare the shit out of you, it says if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. Well, I always say if they don't scare the shit out of you, they're not big enough. So have huge dreams. Have huge dreams, tangible dreams, and I call them dreams to reality. I have every single employee do a dreams to reality board right in the beginning. Before we do anything, we sign paperwork, we do their W-2 forms and all that stuff, and then we go right into dreams to reality list. And what does that mean to you guys? What does this dreams to reality? What are their dreams inside of Bland Services and outside of Bland Services for their life? What are their dreams and ambition? How can I help them hit their goal? Jessica wanted an Apple Watch. She wanted to be able to save up for one. Well, she got so much money here, she closed $35,000 in 1 month, so we got her an Apple Watch. We were able to do that stuff. Cameron got a Shinola watch. He wanted a Shinola watch. It's a Detroit-made watch. He likes them. I like them too. I have one. I love it. And so what did we do? We got it for him, you know what I mean? And he closed $70,000 in 1 month. So he did great. He's doing a phenomenal job. I'm proud of him. But I look at this board behind me, and there's a lot of motivating things like this right here. The other side of the tracks. I mean, I was so broke here I could hardly pay attention. Seriously, not a joke. Like, I look at that and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what in the heck, you know? This is the moment haters have nothing to say. It's a bunch of money that's laying out. I don't know. That's probably about $5,000, $10,000. I don't know, something like that. We have $10,000 in payroll every week. You know, do the math on that. And that's not including bonuses for these guys. That's not including bonuses for real estate agents, for property management places. I bonus everybody out on that. So if they get me places, I send them a check or gift cards. We have a ton of gift cards, probably $4,000 to $5,000 in gift cards that we give out on a monthly basis, and that's just a thank you for getting us business, or thank you for coming with Bland Services, and thank you for doing business with us. So we appreciate all of our people that help us grow, because it's not just me. I literally show up now. I like to think that the huge success doesn't come from just me. It comes from my employees. I hired smarter people than I am. I hired people I couldn't afford at the time, but I'm glad I did because I took a less pay, and I was able to. They were able to grow this business even more, and so I'm super proud of each individual person that works here in the office, and then also my techs. My techs are huge. And training them, and we hire and fire just like anybody, you know what I mean? But yep. So now I look back and I see all the struggles that I have ever went through in my life, and I think to myself, you guys, seriously, when people say if I can do it, you can do it. No, seriously, if a kid that can barely pass high school, you say the word test, and I'm like, I freeze, like I'm no good at it. So. I do like, the fancy stuff or whatever, but I worked really, really super hard for it. And you can, instead of spending it on bull shenanigans, like, you got to have a new pair of shoes every single day or every week or whatever. If you just save that money, you could buy a car. Nothing is financed. We don't finance anything through our business. We've never financed anything through our business. Everything is paid in full. If you can't buy it 3 times over, is what my father always said, you shouldn't have it. So if you can't buy, the cars and the boats and everything else 3 times over, you shouldn't buy it. Okay. What is my biggest goal next? In 2 years I'm gonna have a Ferrari. Cannot freaking wait for that thing. That's gonna be cool. At that time, I'll probably end up selling the Corvette because I don't think I'll need it as much. I'd like to get I'm looking for a 4-posted jack, or whatever you call those. I forget what they're called, but they go up so I can park the Bentley underneath and have the vet up top, so there'll be more room in the back bay. I'd love to bring my boat. There's just no way my boat would fit back there. It would be too tight for everything. This office is already too small for us. As you can see here, we're comfortable here, but anymore we're busting out the seams. So we're going to be opening a new office in 2 more years. or sooner, depending on how everything goes. This year it has been super phenomenal. Taxes are killing me. Oh my gosh, we pay workman's comp, we pay insurance, we pay liability insurance, then we pay insurance for our employees. Yes, is that super nice? Absolutely, it's super nice. Plus, I pay them 5% commission on everything that they sell. 5%. 5%. Okay, that's just a check I just write to them every single month on the 1st and say, thank you for being part of Land Services. Thank you for upselling. My guy Cameron, my top lead guy, he's ridiculous. He doesn't even look at his paycheck. His weekly paycheck doesn't mean anything to him. He sees that base paycheck, paycheck that he makes, that $1,000 every single week that he makes. He doesn't even look at it. He laughs at it. He's like, okay, because of the commission checks he will be receiving and has received, because that means more to him than anything. Because now his regular paycheck is just, what does he call them? Spending coupons or something? I don't know how he says it. But he does commission sales on that. He focuses on the commission part of it. And it's 5% of everything that he sells. So he sells a crap ton. We do hotels now. We do big, huge chains. I mean, across the board. I mean, whether it's Best Buys or TJ Maxx's and Targets and all kinds of crazy stuff. But how do we do that? Hard work, dedication, time management, and super excited to be here where I am. Say it again. There's no elevator to success. I'm happy that I had to start down here because now I know what it takes to get to up here. I know every single ladder run that I had climbed with not skipping one or not missing one, and I understand every single stair step and what it took to get there. If there was an elevator success, it's the same reason why if somebody hits the Mega Millions, they're broke in 2 years or the same year. How do you go and spend $300 million? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. So how do they do it? They get up here and they don't understand what it takes to sustain that money, right? Or to sustain, that's the word, where they're at. Where if you start here and you work your way up, maybe your first year you hit 30,000 or 15,000, 30, 50, 100,000. I don't know. There's a lot of gurus out there that do, I do this. I personally have always been this way when it comes to talking to people. There's this guy, he came to me, he's like, hey, I don't think you should buy a Ferrari. And I was like, why? However, I really don't care what you say. And he's like, well, what is that supposed to mean? I was like, because you don't drive a Ferrari. You've never been there. You never had it. What do you know about a Ferrari? What, you've read up on it? Congratulations, awesome. But you've never owned one. You never were able to grab a hold of the steering wheel, smell the leather interior, smell the exhaust from when you're going to 0 to 60 in 6-7 seconds, right? But you can go in that in a Tesla. You could. My boys want the Tesla. I don't want a Tesla. I mean, maybe one day, but I don't know. It'll be like my 8th car or something where it just sits around. Batteries probably will die on it. That's the problem with what I have now. I have to keep these things charged because I never drive them. The Vet has like 30-something thousand miles on it. The Bentley has 30,000 miles on it. The bike has 3,500 and 3,600 miles on it. Very low miles on that bike. Bought it from an older guy that couldn't ride anymore, and he loved it and took care of it. So I say all that to say, enjoy the stuff that you have. The boat's getting ready to come out. This is sad though. The boat's getting ready to come out. The cars are getting ready to be stored. And so now I have my F-150 that I drive every single day. We're getting another, we're getting a Chrysler 200, 2017, I think it is, 17 or 18. We are getting that next week. That thing has 1,300 miles on it. 1,300 miles on it. 1,300? 13,000. 13,000, I think, miles. Very low miles. So we're going to have that for house cleaning. We're going to get it. It's getting all taken care of right now. It's maroon, not the color I wanted, but it's maroon nonetheless. The miles are super low. We got to go get some new tires on it. My father-in-law fixes these cars up and then sells them. Well, he bought a whole lot of these cars and he fixes them all up. Well, everybody took their wheels and put them on this car so that it has old, the rubber on these cars probably had 30,000 miles on it, so I'm just gonna change the rubber out on the wheels. Because, for instance, my missus went and grabbed. Actually, she has 38,000 miles on her 200, and she changed over. So that's how that one worked. So now I have to. So yeah, we got her new tires off of this car, but now I have to buy them because I wasn't planning on buying the car, but I seen it. I was like, hey, I want that car. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, deal. Let's do it. So I went and purchased it, and we're ready to rock and roll with it. Put the logo on the back window, and then that's it. I won't put them on probably the side or anything like that. People call you from the back window more than anything. But we do so many commercial jobs. A lot of people, you know, I mean, that's what we do. Commercial. That's what we thrive at, right? Homes too. I mean, it is, but commercial every week, every month. 12 months out of the year. It's crazy. We are getting ready to book some tickets to Florida. Last year we went to Florida 5 times. From November, December, January, February, and March. Actually, I take that back. We went January, maybe we went 6 times. I think we did go 6 times because we went one in March twice. We went in the beginning of March and then at the end of March. It was we loved it. So that's our vacation time we like to take. So yeah, I worked very, very hard to get here. This wasn't given to me. Nothing was given to me. I laugh because everything I look at here, every little thing, down to this little card holder and these business, I purchased this. I worked to be able to purchase this. Years ago, Roku. We bought this with cash. We were able to work hard for it. We get to write it off now because it's in the office. But everything at this computer, I bought this. This actually, by the way, if you're looking for a computer, this is a computer that you would want to get. This is the MacBook Pro. It's got the scroll bar right here. Ooh, doggy. Oh, here's my F-150. There's the F-150. That's my baby. That's my everyday right there. That one has, how many miles is that thing? 44,000, I think now. 44,000 miles on it. I bought it with 15,000, I think, on it, something like that. That's my baby though. It ain't nothing like a well. I've always wanted a white F-150. That's what I wanted. That's it. That's all I wanted. Everybody's like, why do you want an F-150? That's what I wanted. I don't know what you guys want. You know, you could get anything you want to. You just put your mind to it. But I purchased everything in this thing. You know, and I look at that, and it's not a cocky thing like, oh, look at me. Not at all. It's a lot of freaking hard work. When everybody is sleeping in the morning, I'm up. I went to the gym this morning. I was at the gym at 6 a.m. working on the treadmill, just on the treadmill, sitting there I'm making flyers, making ads. Guy was like, dude, you're crazy. He's like, you're doing all that while you're sitting here walking? I'm like, well, if I did it while I was at the office, I would just be sitting there. So literally, I can clock in at the gym while I'm working. There's like clock in and out buttons when I have. So I'll clock in when I'm at the gym when I'm working, only when I'm working. Okay, so I can see my actual hours that I put in. And then I can do all my ads. And then guess what? They're all ready. I have them all ready for the whole week. So it's pretty cool. So that's another thing. I learned how to do things I couldn't do. I wasn't good at any of this stuff. Try. Please try. You know? Ads. Maybe yours looks like hell in a handbasket. Yeah, mine did too when I first started. Now I think they look pretty good. Look, this is one of the ads right here. Right? Boom. Don't call the number to talk to me. Either if you guys want to talk or something like that, just email me. You can email me at Bland, Mr. Bland, MRBLAND, 1985 at gmail.com. That's MRBLAND, 1985 at gmail.com. I personally won't get it right away. Jessica will get it, and then she tells me what's going on my email. So I have a separate email. She'll take all my emails and my office email, my personal email, and then there's another email that I won't give you guys, but she gives me everything. She filters everything out from there. So if you are missed, blame Jessica. I'm just kidding. I didn't know if I told you. Oh, we got a money counter down here. This thing is bad lad. Let me see if you guys can see it. Right here, this is my money counter. You can badge count, you can add, you can, I mean, just do anything on that thing. It tells you whether it's counterfeit money or anything like that. So then that way, you know, when our technicians come in every single day, we run the money through the machine. If there's any counterfeit money, we'll send it, you know, right back and say, hey, we've never had that. I think we had a dollar bill one time come through that wasn't it. And we ended up sending it to the bank, and the bank just said, yeah, no worries. You know, we'll keep it or whatever the scenario was. But it was a dollar bill. So why would somebody do that? I have no idea. And a dollar bill is more time consuming. Anyways, so we had that, and now we have these pens, and we have them mark it as they come in, our employees, so when they're collecting cash for any reason. So what other things did I want to say? Claim everything. Claim everything. Claim everything. Bring in every dollar. If somebody tips you, put that in there and claim it on your taxes. You know, then that way it shows the bigger amount in the end, and your credit will get better for you guys. So if you guys want to buy a house, you guys can. I want to buy a house cash. So it is what it is. I'm tired. Why am I yawning? Probably because I'm not doing something. I'm so energetic in the morning. I get tired around 9:30, 10 o'clock. I like to go to bed. As soon as I get home, I'm whipped. But yep. So camera system guy actually looks like he's pulling in right now. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Yep, he is. He's backing up into the parking spot. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great afternoon. This camera system's going to be awesome. $12,000 camera system. Oh. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be so cool. I can see everything. We're going to put it on this TV up here, and then we'll be able to see all the cameras up here, which is going to be fantastic. All right, I'm off here. I talked too long to you. Welcome to my garage. It's just an inspiration video that I wanted to share with you guys. There are a lot of haters out there, you guys, and just use it as fuel to get you to where you need to be. If you're not there, it's all right. Keep trucking along. And I had a power washer guy come in, and he came in just to say hi. He says, I'm a competitor of yours, and hopefully one day I'll be as big as you. I said, hey, maybe you might buy me out one day. I don't know. I don't think anybody could offer me any kind of money for this place. I don't think I would take it. Seriously, if somebody came and wrote me a $10 million check, I wouldn't take it. No, I wouldn't take it. It'd have to be so ridiculous amount. I mean, I don't even know if any amount of money would, because I'm so close with my employees. I mean, I love every one of my employees. I'm able to feed their families. Blake just came in with his little daughter that he had just had. She's 3.5 or 5 months old now. I get to provide for that little baby girl. Cameron's son, I get to provide for his, a 3-year-old, almost 3-year-old. Terrible twos. He's 2.5. That's how it's terrible twos. but I get to provide for him and his wife. You know what I mean? Sarah, I get to provide for her husband, and her husband works for us too, John. So he works for us part-time. So he does fantastic jobs for us. He does all of our big commercial buildings on the inside for window cleaning. And I get to provide for those two. I get to provide for Jessica and her significant other, her boyfriend. You know what I mean? Not that he's not working, but I get to provide for them. I get to provide for my little man and my family, through the things that I do in hard work. Hard freaking work. I get to do things that I never thought I was able to do when I was working for somebody. When I was working in the jewelry business, I was like, I'd love to have that watch. I went out and bought a Rolex this year. I don't know, I forget what amount it was. I think $20-something thousand Rolex. Stupid. Awesome though, it's pretty cool. I've always wanted it. So it is what it is. You just have to work hard for it. And think of it this way, and then I'll let you guys go. Because he's unboxing like 5 different boxes out there. I don't know what he's doing. But one of the things I can say to you guys, if you don't look at things as money, but you look at it as time, your life is going to completely change on you. Okay? So if you let's say you make $12 an hour, and this calculator is $6, okay, with taxes, let's say. That means that you have to work a half hour for this calculator. because it's $6. Actually, I think I got this from the Buck store. Now you can buy 6 for $1. Okay, but think of it that way. This computer, I think it was $1,200. So how many hours are you going to have to work in order to pay for this? Okay, it's not you go do a $1,200 job, you take that $1,200, you go buy a computer. No, that's not how you take $1,200. You take away taxes, you take away what the gas is to get to those jobs, and you get the equipment and everything else, and before you know it, you're at $400. And then you take away 75% of that because you save 75% and you only spend 25, and so now your paycheck from a $1,200 job is now a little bit. Okay, so that's how I like saving. I like to save 75% and then only spend 25%. And then, you know, if you have a goal and you want something, I make a commission here too. I make a commission on the jobs that I sell, because if I know I wanted that watch, I sold like hell to get it. I wanted the boat this year, sold like hell to get it. I wanted the Bentley, been saving a while for that Bentley, and got it. I loved it. Guy was like, hey, how you guys gonna, so you want this, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, welcome back, you know. And my son's like, or he's like, so how we paying? I was like, I was thinking about doing cash, you know. And he's like, oh, great, awesome. So I'll get the paperwork ready, because before that, he's like, I'll get the paperwork ready. I'm like, for what? He's like, aren't you gonna try to finance? I'm like, no, I'm not financing it. He's like, really? He's like, how you gonna pay? I was like, cash. He's like, all right, great. So cashier's check? I was like, my son has a backpack full of cash. And he just laughed. I was like, you know, because we've been saving. And it is what it is. You guys have to save. I can't tell you, schools don't teach it. That's one thing I wish schools did teach, was saving, and how to save and how to pay and how to write checks. I still have Jessica write all the checks. I don't know how to write them things out. I can cash them, though, all day long, but I don't know how to write a check out. I can't write cursive half the damn time. So, matter of fact, if you give me $1 million to write cursive every single word, forget them. ABCs, I lose. I just went right up to you and say, I'm all good. Right? Now, they don't teach that in school any longer, but I say all that to say to you guys, please, whatever you do, save. Save your money. Don't go and try to act like you're something when you're not. You don't want to be driving a Bentley around, because anything, an oil change on that sucker is like $3,000. Okay, the license plate to get it renewed every single year is $1,200 every single year. Okay, so buy it if you can afford it, right? Boats. How did a billionaire become a millionaire? He bought a boat. It's an old joke, right? Because boats are a lot of money. I mean, you gotta take it out of the water now. You gotta store it. It's another, you know, $3,000 just to store it. They're like $3,000. What the heck? Well, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, you guys. I'm off of here. Somebody's been on here. 2 people have been on here for a while. So I appreciate you guys that are watching this live. If you guys have any questions, concerns, or anything like that on your guys' end, I do coaching still. I only take the serious people. To be able to coach you guys for a half hour is $100, and for a 2 hour or for a whole hour of your time, it's $200. And I don't take anything less than that. I don't work with people anymore. If you want to speak with me, it's $100 for a half hour, $200 for an hour of my time. So if you have any questions or anything you want to talk about, I can go over it with you guys at that point. But anyways, I love you guys. Hope you guys have a great afternoon. It's freaking beautiful out today, so I'm gonna go enjoy the boat. Well, first I gotta help him with this camera system. I'm just gonna sit here and work while he does it. I love you guys.